A major thing that's been on the increase for the last 3 years, basically since the economy went down the tubes, has been an increase of families and children that are homeless. We did a point-in-time study in January, and we found on the night of January 24th of 2011, there was 206 minors living on the street that we were able to count and know about. While, unaccompanied youth, etc., are very hard to pin down because they try to not be found. So 602 individual kids on the night of January 24th, 2011 lived in the city of Grand Junction and in the outlying areas.
And it's dang cold here in Colorado in the middle of January.
It is, and homelessness is best measured as like a period of time, how many people experience it, and we can kind of look at that's usually about double the number who are homeless at any one time. The school district has a REACH program that reaches out to homeless youth, and this last year identified 518 homeless students within the District 51 school district. I don't feel like I even need to get into reminding people what kind of dividends that pays for our society when these kids have disruption of school due to economic dislocation and that kind of stuff. This is something that pays its dividends down the road 20 years, and they're not good dividends.
No, and on and beyond, it does, if a person's looking at this video, they need to realize that their children are in those same classrooms. And that if that child is suffering, their children are suffering.
And another major thing that people don't think about in terms of young people is kids aging out of foster care is a huge issue. These kids don't have any support. Looking at statistics nationally, most 30-year-olds are not able to support themselves without their parents' help in this economy. There's a major lack of well-paying, meaningful jobs with benefits and health care. And most young people need support, and these 18-year-olds are aged out of the foster care system with little to no support, and they experience homelessness at an astounding rate. Just this last week, we helped house and get jobs for 2 young ladies who are 18 years old, fleeing situations like that. But they got lucky. I mean, really, in this economy and in this housing market right now, they got lucky, and they're doing good. But I see it all the time, kids aging out, and even for people who are older than being a young person, there's a huge correlation between foster care and homelessness. In the study that was conducted here in January, 77 out of 367 respondents said they were in foster care or some sort of out-of-home placement as youth. So it's close to like 25% to a third of all homeless people were at one time in foster care, and that's a huge correlation. So young people, and you see it more and more too, statistics about unemployment are for the general work pool. Statistics for young people under 25, employment statistics and unemployment is much higher, double or triple what it is for the general work pool. We're seeing a big increase in just kids traveling, hitting the road like they did in the 30s, and just literally hopping freight trains from town to town to town, hanging out and trying to find some place to put down their roots.